Hi, and welcome to day one of our accent and pronunciation challenge. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to listen to your messages, then I will give you feedback on it. Generally speaking, when we start working with improving a person's pronunciation or accent, we generally just focus on one or two main things that seem to be the biggest problem in regards to having an accent. So I'm going to listen and see what we should work on. And I'm going to lay down and get comfortable.
Hi, Jessie. My name is. I'm living in Quebec, or maybe I live in Quebec. I never know, so I'm gonna need your help for this.
I live in Quebec. So I live in Quebec. And when we say I live in Quebec, that might mean province, that might mean city, just so you know. So when you're talking to someone, if you say Quebec, it probably means province. But if you ever want to say I live in Quebec City, that specifies that it is the city. If it is something that is temporary, like this year I am living in France, or this year I am living somewhere, you can say I'm living. But if it's a habit and it's somewhere where you live, I live is fine.
My first language is French, as you can see, and struggle with everything in English. When I am talking or I talk in English, I don't know. I sound weird and people don't really understand me. And I always try to translate in French in my head, so I know it's not the good thing to do. And I don't have a lot of vocabulary, so I always search which word I have to use. So yes, that's it. I'm gonna stop here with this first message. And by the way, it's my first vocal message, and it's really weird.
All right. So for a message, yeah, it's message. So I'll get you to repeat after me when I go like this. So message. If it's a massage, we would say massage. Message, message. If you want to be careful to ask someone for a message and not a massage. All right, that's cool.
The second message, and I don't think message it's a good word, but I don't know what good word it is. So, I'm a pharmacist at the hospital. I work with a person who has cancer in the cancer center in Quebec. And it's really interesting, and I feel that I help a lot of people. My hobbies are running, cycling, and ski on the snow during the winter.
All right, so I skipped the messages in this recording because I don't want to spend too much time or make you watch a really long video. So I listened to all the messages, and I would say if I had to pick two things to focus on, I would choose intonation. So intonation is the rhythm of how we speak in a language. And your intonation is very francophone, which it seems kind of silly, but it is something that might be distracting, and it might also take your confidence away when you are speaking in English. The second thing you did mention, so we could work on the TH sound as well. I want to give you an example of what I mean by intonation, because maybe this is the first time you've ever heard this word. So I'm going to play 1.5 messages and then maybe half of the last message, and I'll give you feedback.
Hi, Jessie. My name is.
So you can kind of hear it here, maybe. French speakers will be like duh, 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 which is normal because you're taking your intonation from French and putting it in English. So this is a habit, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to listen. Then I will say it as I would as a native speaker and allow you to repeat. By you repeating it and hearing the difference, it should help you to start to form the habit of speaking with the same rhythm and intonation as a native English speaker. Of course, this is something that takes time, but step number 1 is to notice the difference. So to help you hear the difference, I'm going to hold this up when I repeat the incorrect way of saying it. Then I will put this up. Little lips. I don't have the right symbols, which means to repeat after me, and this is the right way.
I'm living in Quebec, or maybe I live in Quebec. I never know, so I'm gonna need your help for this. My first language is French.
Again, my first language is French. French. It should be. My first language is French. My first language is French. My first language is French. And you'll notice that at the end, there's kind of like, I tell some of my students that you kind of just want to be like a chill surfer dude. Like, yeah, my first language is French. Not French, French. Just relax. The very last, the last, I guess, syllable, last word. My first language is French.
As you can see.
Did you hear that?
And struggle with everything in English. When I am talking or I talk in English, I don't know. I sound weird and people don't really understand me. And I always try to translate in French in my head, so...
Let's go back.
As you can see.
As you can see. As you can see. It should be as you can see. So my first language is French, as you can see. My first language is French, as you can see.
Thing to do, and I don't have a lot of vocabulary. I always try to translate in French in my head, so I know it's not the good thing to do.
I know that it's not the good thing to do. Should be, I would say right instead of the good thing, but I know it's not the right thing to do. I know it's not the right thing to do. Not do, do. I know it's not the right thing to do. So by doing this, we're training ourselves to speak with the English rhythm, the rhythm of American English, I'm going to say, because every accent is different.
And I don't have a lot of vocabulary, so I always search which word I have to use.
Vocabularies, but vocabulary would be with no S, but you said vocabulary, vocabulary, vocabulary. I don't have a lot of vocabulary. Or I don't have, is it big vocabulary? I don't have, let's say a lot. I don't have a lot of vocabulary. I don't have a lot of vocabulary. Not, I don't have a lot of vocabulary or vocabularies. I don't have a lot of vocabulary. So I'm hoping you can hear the difference.
I always search which word.
I would probably say look. But I'm always looking for my words. Words. I'm always looking for my words. I'm always looking for my words. Or I'm always looking for the right words. Sorry, I don't know if I'm giving you enough time, but you might want to pause it. I'm always looking for my words. Or I'm always looking for the right words. And then the TH. That's what we're going to focus on as well. So while you're repeating after me, it might seem overwhelming because this might be really new, but also pay attention to the TH. I'm going to bring more attention to the TH. I will send you a list of videos for you to watch, but your tongue should be between your teeth. So there are two different THs. Actually, I have it here. So the voiceless TH, if you touch your your throat here. You'll put your tongue between your teeth. And when you touch your throat and make the sound, you will not feel vibration. So it's like in the word with, tooth. There's no vibration except for when you are pronouncing the sounds before and after. Next one, right here, it's the TH, the voiced TH. So again, tongue always between your teeth. Make sure it's there. And there's going to be vibration in your throat. So the. Like in that. That. The. So I'll send you a video on that, but I'm going to mention it more for the next sentences.
I have to use. So yes, that's it. I'm gonna stop here with this first message. And by the way, it's my first vocal message, and it's really weird.
By the way, this is my first is it vocal? Voice, I think. This is my first voice message. This is my first voice message. This. This is my first voice message. By the way, this is my first voice message. This. Not dis, okay? And not da.
The second message, and I don't think message it's a good word, but I don't know what good word.
So it should be right word, but I'm going to pronounce it like you did. I don't think it's the right word. Word. It should be word. Just chill, relax at the end. I don't know if it's the right word. I don't know if it's the right word. And remember, message, massage, message, massage.
It is. So, I'm a pharmacist at the hospital.
Hospital. It's hospital, but the hospital. Just want to relax. So, I'm a pharmacist at the hospital. Should be. I'm a pharmacist at the hospital. At the hospital. Just chill out at the end of that. I'm a pharmacist at the hospital. I'm a pharmacist at the hospital. Not hospital. 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 At the hospital.
I work with
Wit or with. I work with.
person who has cancer in the cancer center in Quebec, and it's really
so quickly, I would not say person who has, it's people who have, because it's multiple people. So people who have cancer, we're going to say with people who have cancer. With people who have cancer. I work with people who have cancer.
interesting, and I feel that I help a lot of people. At the hospital,
I'm a pharmacist at the hospital.
I work with a person who has cancer.
I work with people who have cancer.
In the cancer center.
In the cancer center. In a cancer center. In a cancer center. I work with people who have cancer in a cancer center. I work with people who have cancer in a cancer center. Do you kind of feel the difference? Cancer center versus cancer center. And did you notice I actually did not pronounce the T, center. You could say center. That's good. You could say center. So sometimes you'll notice in English that the T disappears.
In Quebec.
In Quebec. In Quebec. Not in Quebec. In Quebec. A cancer center in Quebec.
It's really interesting, and I feel that I help a lot of people.
It's really interesting. Or with the T, it's really interesting.
My hobbies are running, cycling, and ski on the snow during the winter, but not in the mountain, but on the flat. So yes, I'm searching for my world.
I'm searching for my word, or I'm searching for the right word. I'm searching for the right word. And did you notice I'm going to start moving my my shoulders when I hear that the intonation is a little bit not right, just so that you can see visually.
Ski on the snow.
Oh, and when you ski, when it's flat, it's cross-country skiing. I don't know why we call it that, but cross-country skiing.
My hobbies are running.
My hobbies include running, not running.
Cycling.
My hobbies include running, cycling, and cross-country skiing. My hobbies include running, cycling, and cross-country skiing. My hobbies include running, cycling, and cross-country skiing.
And ski on the snow during the winter, but not
You know when you ski on the snow in the winter. That's what you mean. So I think I will end this video here so that it is not too long of a video and it's more focused on what we're going to be working on. So your homework your homework is to watch my connected speech YouTube playlist, which I will send to you. This is a repeat after me playlist where I will speak in sentences and then English learners can repeat and then listen to the intonation. Then I'm going to also send you my playlist with the TH pronunciation so you can practice. So I recommend that if you can, try to practice at least 5 to 15 minutes a day watching my videos. And last homework is to record yourself repeating after me. So as you listen to this video, you're going to grab your Facebook Messenger, record it when I say something that you're supposed to repeat, and then you repeat it, and it will be like my voice and then your voice. So every time I went like this in the video, and this will help me see if you're able to repeat after me. And this will also give you feedback. So when you listen back, you can say, do I sound like Jessie or what sounds different? And then send me one voice message, like 1 minute of anything you would like to share with me and talk about. So homework, 5 to 15 minutes per day of listening to my videos, minimum. Then repeat after me and record it. And then 3 is to send me a 1 minute voice message and try to apply what I shared with you in terms of like duh, with the intonation and with the TH, because I'll be listening more for the TH. And I think that's it. If you have any questions, let me know. Bye.